Hope you're ready for some controversy! I'm just kidding, there's nothing really controversial about a top 10 sneakers of 2018 list. That's coming up later, but first I want to say hello, hi everybody, hello pals, and thanks for tuning in, thanks for coming back. If it's your first time here, welcome. This is the SB Mitch YouTube channel, and it's been 4 days since the last on-the-job injury. Here's my information. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram, and then you can go up to this little eye with this circle with an eye in it here. It's a link to my website, ransomnotesneakers.com. You can buy things there if there's things you want to buy there. See, if I were like Batman or something, I'd have to go. But I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We're gonna talk about my opinion of the top 10 sneakers of 2018. But first, that's right, it's time for me to show off and fill the empty pit of despair that's inside of me with material goods. There's 3 things today in haul series number 50. I don't even know anymore. First thing is first, this comes to us from good friend on Twitter, person I bought some stuff from before, really good dude. Give him a follow on the Twitter app at Chris00Green. If you remember the last haul video, I unboxed a pair that I got from Nike that was the Origin Story Air Jordan 1. I talked mad garbage on those shoes the entire time people were talking about them coming out, and then when I had them in hand, I was really impressed. I put out some feelers and found out that a good buddy of mine that I've done business with before had a pair in my size US 11, and as you could guess from the precursor, this is indeed the Air Jordan 1 Origin Story, Spider-Man, whatever. It's to celebrate the release of a new animated feature film, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This is why I got these. If you look at the details on the upper, I thought the red leather was going to be shiny, just not this matte material. I'm really impressed with this sneaker. I thought I was gonna hate it. Maybe you can see it. I don't really know. The light's gotta hit it the right way. There's these little dots all over it. It's got a clear sole, which is kind of cool, but it's essentially a Chicago 1 with just a couple different things going on. But regardless, big fan of this shoe. Also, big fan of Christopher A. Green. You should follow him on Twitter at Chris00Green. Good follow, great dude to do business with. Thank you, my friend, I appreciate it. This next one comes to us from another fella I've done business with before. You can give him a good follow on Twitter and Instagram. His handle is at Jersey Souls and with a Z in there, not at the end. A couple weeks ago, something else came out that I wanted because there's been tons of dunks that are coming out that just caught my eye. You can tell from the bright blue box, this is a Doernbecher Freestyle release. Recently, Nike paired up with the Doernbecher Children's Hospital based out in Portland, Oregon, and had another, I guess you could say, wave of collaborations. They reach out to these kids that are sick and they want them to design shoes for them, which I think is a really cool program. So shout out to Nike, shout out to the Doernbecher Hospital. This particular shoe was designed by a kid named Joey Bates. He does have a physical ailment. I want to say it's like muscular dystrophy or something like that, which, I mean, I personally don't know anyone who has ever had to deal with that disease firsthand, but I'm sure it's not pleasant. But the fact that they asked this kid, why don't you come help us design a Dunk SB? And this kid knocked it out of the park, honestly. This is the Doernbecher Dunk Low Pro SB Joey Bates release. First of all, the quilted liner is one of the biggest sell points for me. He's a big Green Bay Packers fan, so that explains the 52 on the bottom of the shoe for Clay Matthews Jr., or the 3rd, or whatever number he is. Nice little American flag on the tongue. This is like not really a thick tongue SB release, but it's not thin either. This is the most amusing part of the entire thing to me. This little chicken right here on the heel. I think that is absolutely awesome. I mean, there's so many little details, like even the lace tips are gold and they say Joey Bates on them. Like, they really celebrated this kid, and I just think that he made a really, really cool shoe. This is my first time having them in hand. These are staying. I am a big fan of these. I'm also a big fan of Jersey Souls. You can follow him on Twitter or Instagram at Jersey Souls with some Z's in there. Thank you, my friend. This is a really cool shoe. I am excited to wear these. And this last thing I got was a total impulse buy. It's from a small mom and pop company called StockX. You can follow them on Instagram and Twitter at StockX. Also visit StockX.com. Their save and resale Just kidding. There was a very limited release that I decided to take a chance on. I bought them at a very high price point. I paid resale for them. But this is more to quell my curiosity and also take a risk and see if I could make some money doing this, which as of right now, it doesn't look like it's gonna be the case. It's probably gonna end up being a bad investment, but here it is. This is a Nike SB Concepts collaboration. Put the boxes inside the actual like special box thing. And obviously it is a Nike SB. It's a quick strike actually too. Oof. Okay, these are really impressive in hand. There's a whole bunch of laces. This is the Dunk Low Pro. I wouldn't even know if you would say like it's a special edition type thing. It's just a special box. Concepts Dunk Low Pro Green Lobster. I am much more of a fan of this colorway than the purple colorway. I think this is really, really cool. Again, it's got the really low pile suede and nubuck all over the upper. The low pile suede is on the toe box, the side panel, and the rest is nubuck, it looks like. It comes with all the laces in the world and these two bands like you would put on a lobster. I'm gonna grab the other one. It's got the StockX thingy thing on it. These actually released on a wider scale last Friday. Did I get a pair? Guess you'll have to find out. Really cool pair. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these yet. Kind of really impressed with these, so. I've only bought once before from StockX. This is my second time. I guess it depends on who you're getting them from, so there it is. And there's my pickups for the week. And now, the moment two of you have been waiting for, I'm gonna go over what I think are the top 10 sneaker releases of 2018 in the newest installment of My Unpopular Opinion. Welcome to the top 10 sneakers of 2018, in my opinion. Before we get started, here's the disclaimer. This list is subjective. These sneakers have either been in my hands or are currently in my collection. So naturally, there's gonna be some pairs that should be on this list but aren't. Here's a couple. The Sean Wotherspoon Nike Air Max 97-1 and the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 Wave Runner OG. Those are both pairs that I think belong in the top 10, but I don't have them and I don't wear them, so I didn't put them in my top 10. And before we get rolling here, I'm gonna give you a quick opportunity to go down below and dislike the video and comment trash list or garbage list, because we all know that your opinion is factual and that your top 10 list is the best list. Welcome back and let's get into it. The Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG origin story, released alongside the Marvel animated feature film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and was seen worn by main protagonist Miles Morales on the movie's poster. The shoe takes the colorway of the timeless Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Chicago, but adds some personality to it with a clear sole, these little dots that are all over the upper, and some hints of blue from the Spider-Man outfit on the tongue and on the laces. It's a tough one to say. Releasing in November, Jordan Brand brought back the iconic Air Jordan 11 in the Concord colorway with some details that were more true to the original release in 1995. You'll notice things like the higher patent leather, the 45 on the heel, and even the redo of the original box, which rules because we all know that the 2011 version box takes like 20 minutes to open. This one may surprise you guys. Puma had a really strong year and they kind of got the ball rolling with the release of this model, which is a very well executed take on the dad shoe craze. The chunky sole mixed with the super comfy and pliable upper makes this shoe extremely wearable on top of being real kind on the eyes. UK-based sneaker retailer, I guess you could say, is called Size. Collaborated with Nike on what is arguably the country's most popular silhouette on a safari pack that also includes the Air Max 95. Both boast the brand's signature orange color, and the grayscale tones throughout make this a simple and versatile sneaker for everyday wear. Ooh, Woo! The first SB on the list. Nicky Diamonds of Diamond Supply Company and Nike SB got together to rekindle an old flame by releasing a pack of Dunk Low Pros in a white and black and yellow, if you were super lucky, that are reminiscent of the SB that started it all. The model features a removable Velcro swoosh that allows the person wearing them the ability to make them their own. This shoe, along with others, helped add fuel to the revitalized SB market this year. Size? And the popular casual and skate shoe company Vans got together to create a very what the style sneaker that has been called factory floor. The wearability of the old school model paired with the playfulness of the various materials on the upper makes this, in my opinion, the most fun release of the year. It's another SB. Nike SB got together with New Orleans, Louisiana-based skate shop Humidity to create a signature sneaker as vibrant and outgoing as the jazz scene there with this Dunk High SB. The clear outsole reveals a bunch of musical notes, while the velvet liner paired with the brass-inspired upper definitely gives this shoe the feel of a trumpet with its carrying case. No sneaker represents the city as well as this collaboration did. This is just such a cool sneaker in my opinion. This. Not since the 2015 release of the shattered backboards have we seen quality of leather and color blocking like this from Jordan Brand. The Air Jordan 1 Bread Toe, in my opinion, is one of the most wearable sneakers that came out this year. The colorway is classic with just enough modern accents to give it the updated personality that it needed to have. This one was one of my favorites. Aerosol Hugh, or Acronym as he's known in the fashion circuit, collaborated with Nike on the Air Presto Mid for a second time, but this attempt is way louder and way more uninhibited. From the bright pinks and yellows to the chunky black and white shapes all over the mud garden cages, this sneaker definitely screams at you when they're on your feet. Plus, on top of that, it's a Presto, and Prestos are super comfortable in my opinion. And finally, number one, here it is. Jordan Brand's most recent retro of the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement is a good one. The heel tab dons the original Nike Air and the overall wearability of the shoe is through the roof. I'm not big on matching and whatnot, but there is not an outfit out there that these shoes will not look good with. I mean, of course there's some sentimental reasoning behind it, but I just thought that this was the best done retro that Jordan Brand has done all year, and I cannot celebrate it enough. That's why the Air Jordan 3 Retro Black Cement is my sneaker of the year. So I know a lot of you are going to disagree, some of you may agree, I don't really know. Go down below, let me know what your top 10 sneakers of the year are. Remember, it's all subjective. There's no right or wrong answer to this. We're just doing it for fun. Be sure to give good old Chris Green a follow, at Chris00Green on Twitter, and then also my buddy Jersey Souls, at Jersey Souls on Twitter and Instagram. Then, if you want, you can go find my website. It's called ransomnotesneakers.com. You can look at it, you can do whatever you want there. It's totally up to you. Thank you for taking the time. I really had fun making this list. So, till next time, take care of each other, and remember, if you're not having fun doing it, find something you love doing and do that, because it's the easiest way to be happy. Boo! See you, bye-bye!